Von Miller, Commanders pass rusher. Hey, Von.
Howdy, guys. How's it going?
Hey, buddy.
So,
Doing all
Von,
right,
I
man.
was just on ProFootballTalk.com, and I was telling the boys a couple things that it said about you, and Jason's like, why don't we ask him? Might be interesting.
Yeah. I want to get your reaction.
So just to throw this out there. You have 4 sacks. First, let me start with the compliment. Your per snap sack rate is higher than Micah Parsons. Do you feel good about your season so far? You're at 2.06%. I don't know if you've ever kept track of that, but that is your per snap sack rate.
I mean, they got a stat for everything now. But
yeah, they do.
I mean, I think the most important stat for me is winning games, and the next most important stat is getting sacks, and I got 4 through 8 games.
Yeah.
I had the opportunity for a little bit more. I don't think I've ever had as many half sacks this season as I had in my career, but that's just what it is, especially when you got other great pass rushers around. 4 sacks is good. I'm 2 away from what I had last year, and so it's good. I'm just trying to, we gotta get some wins going.
And you're also 3 away, are you aware, from $500,000.
Let's go.
There's a golf clap for
We're
you
getting
there,
in your
buddy.
pockets, baby.
Yep. He knows.
That's all good too. I think I'm 4 away. 4 away from the top 10, and I think I'm 6 away from the top 6
all time.
So yeah,
that's awesome.
What's the most sacks you ever had in a game? Myles Garrett just had a 5-sack game. What's the most you had in a game?
3.5. 5 sacks is crazy.
I know, that's crazy.
Right?
You would think they would start chipping, or they would start chipping, or get a bootleg the opposite way, or something. But Myles Garrett is incredible.
Well, they didn't need to change anything because they were still beating them up and just smashing the Cleveland Browns as Drake May was dealing.
Yeah.
I don't want to. I'm not asking you to trash like PFF, right? We use PFF. I like it, but I'm watching that game, and Jacob Martin had 2 sacks, and I think he's like all over the field. I think he's having a big impact. And then I go in the grades. He was the lowest rated defensive player last week. I think if I'm remembering that correctly, when I looked at the list yesterday, like, do you look at those numbers? Does that make any sense to you? Like, I'm not asking you to trash PFF. But
or you can if you want. It doesn't matter.
I'm not asking him to. I'm not. That's not what I'm asking. But it just like it seems like
on the surface, it seemed like
he had a great game.
Since he had 2 sacks, his grade would be higher.
Yeah.
So PFF is a tool.
Yeah.
It's a tool that they use to grade guys on the field, and I think it's a great tool. I think it's a great tool. They watch each and every player, the whole game, each and every play. So it's just a tool, though. It's not the end all be all. It's just a tool. NFL teams use it, fans use it. It's just a tool to see how individual players play.
It's just one metric. Just don't put that much stock into it.
Yeah, it's just one metric. It's not the end all be all. It's just a tool.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Well, Von, we've been kind of talking about how the season's been going, and
I'm down.
Obviously, you weren't here last year, but as you know, everything just kind of went right. They didn't have the serious injuries, certainly the number of serious injuries. Things went well. Hail Marys.
At key spots.
Yeah. And then, of course, they get to the NFC Championship. This year has been a complete opposite. I mean, everyone's getting hurt. You guys aren't, you guys don't have the luck you had last year. I mean, Jayden fumbles the ball in the Bear game, completely different than what happened last year. You guys are 3-5, and some fans are getting, and I'm sitting across the table from one. Fans are starting to think, okay, it's kind of a lost season because you got to get to 10 wins probably to make the playoffs.
It just seems like we're doomed.
And there's so many injuries. How are you feeling about the way the season has progressed or digressed?
It's the reality of it is we're 3-5. Another side of the reality is, we still got a lot of football left. We still got a lot of football left. We as football players, you live life, on the edge. There's 9 games left, and I'll never count that out. I've played a lot of football a lot of years. 2015, we won 9 games within 3 points or less. So close, really, really close calls, and we were able to win the Super Bowl that year. So it's we're in a tough situation. That's just the reality of it. But another part of the reality of it, we still got a lot of football left. Still got a lot of teams to play, and we just got to take it, one win at a time. All it takes is just one win to get going.
Right. Have you noticed it seemed to me from afar, Coach really wanted you guys to be quicker, faster to the ball. He said he was going to pare things down. He said he doesn't like to say, simplify it, but just pare things down a little bit, take guys' minds out of things, just play more instinctively. And I actually could feel it from my living room. I felt that intensity level pick up a notch. Did you feel that?
Man, I've been so impressed with this coaching staff and the leadership here. They're not out there playing. Sure if they would, they could. But Coach DQ and defensive coordinator, Coach Weird and Cliff Kingsbury, and all the position coaches, they've done an incredible job getting us ready to play. We've been prepared for every single game. We've been rested for every single game. We know exactly what the other team is going to do. Coach DQ has done a good job of getting everybody going, and the enthusiasm and the morale. He's done a great job with all of those things. Definitely not on the coaching staff. They've done an incredible job getting us ready to go each and every week.
And Vaughn, do you feel encouraged with getting some takeaways in this past game? Lattimore had a pick, Bobby Wagner had a pick, and then you see some of the other performances across the defense. We talked about Jacob Martin. Johnny Newton actually had a good game, had a sack, 2 quarterback hits. So there are some encouraging signs there.
Yeah, it was. That was part of our goals is to have 2 takeaways, and we got them early. Coach, like I said, man, Coach DQ and the guys, they've done an incredible job getting us ready to go and getting us motivated, having the morale high, and just having everybody ready to go. They've done an incredible job with that.
It's incredibly difficult. We talked about it leading up to the game, but playing Patrick Mahomes, it seemed like there were times where your scheme was solid, but he just made plays kind of off platform. Is that a fair assessment?
Oh, that first half, we did an incredible job. And I think that carried over from the type of week that we had. We had a really good week last week. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We practiced really, really well. Went into that game. First half, it was everything that we could have hoped it would be. Second half, they got the ball first. They were gonna make some plays. They were able to make some plays. Got them down to a 4th and 2 on the goal line.
Mm-hmm.
That play was just a tough play. I was supposed to speed the power, and I ended up rushing up the field, and Patrick Mahomes was able to step underneath and kind of roll out, and he was able to find Kareem Hunt. And if I could just get a little bit we call it a cage rush. If I could just get a little bit of speed to power, maybe keep him in the pocket, who knows what that play will look like? But that was really the start of the storm. The very next play that we had was the muff kickoff return that went off, that went out at the 2-yard line, and it just kind of snowball effect after that. So, I kind of beat myself up over that. I've been in tight situations like that before, and I'm excited to respond. But that was the start of the snowball effect in the game.
How do you handle that when you're walking back to the sideline? If you have a tough rep or a tough series, because I can't see. Are you one of those guys that's slamming your helmet? Are you just quiet to yourself? What's that vibe like for you?
No, I'm not slamming my helmet. That's not going to help none. It's tough, man. You know, you come to the sideline and nobody wants to look at you, right? It's tough. Nobody wants to look you in the eyes. It's like, damn, like this is on me. But I've been playing football a long time. Like, this is my 15th year, and I've been that guy before. So. Mm-hmm. It's all about a response. It's all football is a great. You have the opportunity to respond, and I have the opportunity to respond this week, Wednesday. We start today, and I'm just excited to get started on the Seahawks. And all you can do is really just take it out on the Seahawks.
Talking to Von Miller, he's got 4 sacks on the season as the Commanders get ready for the Seahawks game. Though, take me back to the last couple of days. So after a game on Sunday night. You guys get an off day. What does Von Miller do on his off day?
Hang out with kids.
Something with chicken. He does something with chicken.
So this Monday night after we played,
yeah,
man, I could not. It was late Monday night. I couldn't sleep. It was like that the last Monday night too, when we flew back watching film. When we landed. I think we landed around 4. I went home for a little bit. And then I came to the facility. So the facility probably 6 o'clock, and just got started in my routine. Sauna, hot tub, cold tub. Got to start lifting at 7. And it's an off day, so I can really just take it slow and do all the things that I want to do. Have some breakfast.
It's like me.
Started watching film on the Seattle Seahawks. Watched a couple of games. Went in and got some treatment, and came home about 1:45, had some lunch, and just started watching Netflix after that, and getting to bed around 7, 8. And
what are you watching?
What's your Netflix go to?
It's a movie it's a documentary called Mob Awards now, but Netflix they do a great job. It's always something new on there every single day. So
I recommend Task on HBO Max.
It's very good. Hey, you're not doing the thing where you share your password for Netflix with people, do you? You don't. Like some of your teammates that aren't making as much cash as you're like, let me borrow your Netflix password, Vaughn. You got to keep that to yourself.
Netflix is like Apple TV, man. It's like everybody has a Netflix account. That's just part of the necessity. It's not 2000. It's not 2019 no more. Everybody has a Netflix account.
And I need to update my file, apparently.
So
your friends are brokies, not his friends.
When you're home at
running higher circles.
When you get home at 1:45, your kids at school, because you mentioned before your kids, I don't know your house situation. Like, are you home solo? What's the deal?
My kids are in Dallas.
Okay.
So everybody lives in Dallas, and they come out for every home game, so they'll be here on Friday after school. Yeah, so they go to school. They go to school every day. Then every day they got like a after school activity. My oldest, he just started like karate, so he has his little karate uniform on. Man, it's dope, man. I don't like to use the cute word, but he's cute, man. He's cute.
How old is he? Your oldest?
He's 4.
Wow.
Oh, he'll be breaking boards before you know it, Vaughn. Just karate chopping him in half.
He practiced all of those moves and stuff on his little brother and stuff. It's crazy, man.
Yeah, you did the right thing. See, my kid was in Kung Fu, right? Is that what my kid did?
Taekwondo. I mean, there's a million.
I think Kung Fu. Whatever he did, it was
jiu-jitsu. I don't know.
But the problem is, I wanted him to do the one where they kick asses.
Right.
I did the one where they just do things, but it's just like a dance almost. They
like
do
judo.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I wanted him to do the one where he beats people up.
Right.
But he ended up doing the one where twirling swords.
I'm going to guess that Von Miller's got his son in the one that beats people up.
Yeah, I did the wrong one.
No, I mean, what I really like about it is just the discipline. Like, it's it's not, for me, it's not necessarily about like the moves or him like the punches or kicks. It's just the discipline. Like, listen to the whole command, like 100%. Like, stand here and then step with your right foot and go down and kick with your left foot. And I just like the commands and the discipline that they teach. You got to be able to do that before you can play any sport.
Right. A similar path.
What if he is?
Except he has way more sacks than you.
What if he's a linebacker? What if he's a linebacker and he wants to go to University of Texas and not A&M? You gonna let him?
Man, he can go wherever he want to go. Like, that's his career. I wouldn't want him to play linebacker. I wouldn't want, if I could pick, I wouldn't want one of my guys to play defensive tackle and the other one to play defensive end.
Okay.
And they kind of like run games together their whole entire life.
Hey,
that's
Vaughn.
that's what I want.
They're probably going to be big kids.
Vaughn, how good does it feel knowing your Aggies went into Death Valley and made LSU fire Brian Kelly after that performance?
Man, it is. I have been on the other side of all of these online memes and and videos after the games, and man, it's been, I've always loved being an Aggie, but we've had some tough years. This year, to be an Aggie is amazing, man. We're number 3 in the country. We got the way they went up there and beat LSU. We look like the best team in the country, and it's just amazing to see the job that Coach Elko and all the guys are doing in College Station.
Oh, they're going to the playoffs.
Gig 'em Aggies.
Because they're not losing 2 games. At the most, they'll lose 1.
Did you give Jayden crap?
No, I didn't. We had so much more stuff to worry about.
That's true.
But
there was no bet or anything? Like Jayden didn't have to wear a helmet or anything like that?
No, man. That's all good. College teams are good, but it's, winning games on Sundays and Mondays is what we're about.
Big boys
Do
now.
you have a good vibe on Jayden playing this week? I just want your vibe.
I don't know. The crazy thing about Jayden, if he was seriously hurt, you would know about it. And if he's not hurt at all, you wouldn't know about it. He's so even keeled. You don't know what's going on. When things are good, he's the same. When things are bad, he's the same. And that's what you want out of your quarterback. So
and I have to say, even though that game was kind of kind of a nightmare at the end, but Jayden just has such a big smile. He just enjoys being. I know he wanted to play, but seeing him root on his guys,
he's right there, right next to him. Terry makes a diving catch.
He's in on it. He's into it. He's laughing. He's having fun. That guy just loves football. You can tell.
Yeah, he's that's our quarterback, man. That's our franchise guy, man. And whenever he's going, you gotta play it safe with him too. He has such a bright future, man, and things are bigger than just one game. We want to get some wins going. We want to be undefeated this season, but you gotta think about what's best for everybody. And he'll be back, and we'll have an opportunity to play a lot of football with Jayden as our quarterback.
All right, so Seahawks, real quick. Maybe you haven't watched that much film, but what do you see? They've got a really talented, fast receiver, young receiver. Sam Darnold had a really great year last year. He's kind of carried that over into Seattle. What do you see?
And they got a solid team, all the way around. I think it starts with obviously the wide receiving core is great. But in my opinion, man, Kenneth Walker Jr. is he's great, man. He's a great running back. And he's able to take, those 5-yard rushes and make them 15, 20, 30. And, a running back is a quarterback's best friend. Offensive line plays solid. They got a really good left tackle in Cross, a really good right tackle in Lucas. Of course, we talked about Jackson Smith and the Jigba out there, and Cooper Kupp. They have a great pairing. And then Sam Darnold, he's carrying over, some of the success that he had last year over into this year. And the defense is solid as well. Defense might be the strong part of this team. He had a really good defensive line, really good linebacking core, 2 good pointers. So there'll be it's a tough team to deal with, just like we've had each and every week this season.
Except the Raiders.
And the Giants. The Giants are kind of a laugher. Let's be honest.
The Giants have some players.
Well,
they
now
have some
they do.
players.
That week, what was that, week 2?
Yeah.
So Vaughn, after I watch my favorite show, Mayor of Kingstown today on Paramount, I'm going to watch Mob War on Netflix.
Yeah, it's Mob War. It's like a little documentary. And then the House of Dynamite is really good too. I've been trying to watch. I don't know what's going on. It's been on for 5 or 6 times, and I just been falling asleep. It is really good. It is a really good movie, despite me falling asleep.
Well, I mean, you stay up all night, so
I don't know how you
makes
do that.
sense. You got to sleep at some point. Vaughn, always great having you on. We'll talk to you next week. Best of luck against Seattle.
Let's get a win, bud.
I appreciate you guys. Let's do it.
All right, thank you, buddy.
Got to take a break. We're the Junkies. Keep it here.